No way!
All right, we have Whitecaps.
Well, whenever they talk about it, they talk about it weird, like
All right, Whitecaps playing against Carolina Junior Hurricanes. 6:50 game. We're starting in like minute 25. All right, let me run to the bathroom. It's not on mute.
Oh, it's not on mute? Okay. All right.
But you're supposed to hear me.
Okay. Not on mute. Let me get the headphones working then. As Kirsten mentioned, the Carolina Junior Hurricanes taking the ice against your Minnesota Junior Whitecaps in an evening matchup on a very warm 82-degree day in the Chicagoland area, Vernon Hills, Glacier Arena. A couple of us went to the Cubs game this afternoon, watched a 21-0 victory. Don't know that that's going to happen anytime soon. Cubs beating the Pirates by 3 touchdowns. See if the Whitecaps can keep the momentum going, shutting out every team they faced thus far. Off to hot starts in 3 of their first games. Playing this game to get in that 9:20 or 9:25 game tomorrow morning for first place. The buzzer sounds, the pucks will be gathered. The girls will go to the bench, get some final instructions from the coaching staff, and get ready for a puck drop in just a few minutes. Expect maybe some lineup shuffling this evening as Ryan Warner and Strook try to get the girls in some uncomfortable positions. Not that they want to even the ice, but they do want to get this game a little bit more closer and give the girls an opportunity to showcase some of their skill set in other areas at other different positions. Smith has been outstanding, not allowing a goal thus far in this tournament as the Whitecaps take their final intimidation lap, trying to inject some intimidation into the game that's about to tip off. Changing, we're going to have Heineke, we'll have Wagner and Nelson at the forwards, Mo, and it looks like that might be Strook. I'll have to get some confirmation on that. That's up to Nelson. Nelson now trying to enter the zone. Everybody's on sides as Mo tiptoes across the blue line. And that's Rankin bringing it in. We'll have an early offsides call. So you've got Rankin and Mo back at D. You got Nelson, Wagner, and Heineke, the forward positions. Wagner on the draw. Back to Rankin now. Rankin looking for Nelson. That's deflected. Carolina now on a little bit of a rush, coming away with the puck. Puck sticking just a bit here early. It's going to be misplayed a few times until that puck gets a little colder. That's a result of not having it cold enough or not having it on the ice. Heineke now entering the zone. Striding in, spins, taking a look. Nobody home. Carolina there to deflect the puck. Carolina now trying to get the puck into the zone. They do. Patiently waiting for it is, looks like that might be Benedict. Benedict now up to Heineke. Heineke with the move. Loads, fires, scores! Heineke rips one top shelf left corner. First shot of the game. Result is a goal. Whitecaps up 1-0, 12:55 remaining. We got Struk at forward. Got Benedict back at D. That's outside the reach of Sebetcha. Hurricanes now coming across neutral ice. Benedict gathers that in and throws it back towards the Carolina goalie. Benedict now controlling, taking some time, spins, sides into the zone herself. Along the near boards, patiently looking, centering pass. That's wiped away by a Carolina defense. Deshay now digging into the corner behind the net. She spent a lot of time there in the first 3 games. A lot of successful seconds setting up her teammates and facilitating scoring opportunities. Deshay now controlling. Puts on the brake. Still in control. Along the end boards. Centering pass. Shot. Save. Rebound. Struk now throws it back into the corner. Carolina now trying to get it out of the zone. Deshain loses the puck momentarily. Carolina now has an opportunity. That's touched. Nelson now back to retrieve. Nelson now back behind Smith. Nelson now coming up across the blue line into neutral ice. Nelson takes a shot. Save. Rebound. And that's a goal. Who hammered that home? Avery?
Yep.
Looked like Loma on the rebound. Slams the door for a 2-0 lead. Nelson picked up the puck, went around Smith end to end. Nice low shot. Juicy rebound. Loma knew what to do with that. Deposit in the back of the net for a 2-0 lead with 11:20 remaining. Nelson, Studer, and Loma now at the forwards. You got Mo and Rankin back at D. Carolina wins a face-off and enters the zone. Coming with some speed. Throws it back behind Smith. Carolina first to get it. Centering pass. That's deflected. Intercepted by Loma. Loma now exiting the zone. Rushing across neutral ice. Crosses a defender. Forced wide. Beats another defender. Tries to get it back in the middle. Can't. Centering pass off the stick of a defense. Nelson takes a whack at it. Nelson takes another whack at it. And that spits loose to Carolina. Carolina now gently nudges that towards the blue line. Rankin does a great job of closing space. Rankin with a dangle. Nelson finds it. Stick checked off that. Nelson now back behind the goaltender. Studer picks up the loose puck. Tries a little wraparound. That hits the goalie. Falls back to Nelson. Nelson with the centering pass. And that's going to be an easy save. Albeit a save that the goalie didn't realize she had. But a save nonetheless. Keeping the score 2-0. 10.5 remaining. Wagner on the face-off. You've got Heineke at right wing. Got Sebetska now taking the left wing position. You've got Benedict back at D. She'll be back there along with Warner. Warner now throws that to Heineke. Heineke spinning, looking. Back behind to Wagner. Through her skates. Carolina picks it up on the near boards. That's picked up by Sebetska. Centering pass through some traffic with Heineke giving chase in the far corner. Heineke now over to Sebetska. Sebetska trying to control it. Puck spits up on the top of the net. Slams over to Heineke. Nice play by Carolina there to deflect that puck. Oncoming rush. Fantastic play by Wagner there to cut the skater off. Take space and grab the puck. Throws it around. Past Heineke. Wagner tries to punch it to herself. About a foot away from a breakaway there for Wagner. That's slapped back to the point. Point throws it back. That's deflected by Benedict. Benedict now near boards, going to exit the zone herself. She's got 1D to beat, just misplays it momentarily. Has to wipe it across to Heineke. Heineke now trying to do battle against the near board and the far boards with a few Hurricanes. Puck spits into the Hurricane zone. Weak backhanded attempt, doesn't get out. That allows Nelson to throw it back in. Nelson back at D, supporting looks like Heineke. Mo digging, pass Mo. Rankin now cuts off that rush. Nice play by Rankin. Good anticipation. That allowed her to get the puck away from the Carolina skater as Carolina looked for an opportunity. Mo now. That's to Sebechka. Sebechka makes a nice move. Pulls it. Goes wide. Nice move there. And that's a nice opportunity for Duchesne. Wraparound attempt for Nelson. Nelson now throws it over to Duchesne. Duchesne's going to be able to grab it. Far boards. Duchesne loses an edge. That's in the corner. Puck rings around all the way to the near boards with Stroop giving chase. Stroop now battling, lifting a stick, hammering away at it, fighting two Hurricanes. Now Duchesne comes over to give some assistance, pulls the puck away, puts on the brakes, looking for a wraparound attempt, nothing there. Has to go back to Mo. Mo now trying to fight off a stick. Dumps that back into the corner where Duchesne will get another opportunity to make a play. Duchesne now looking patiently. Back to Rankin. Stops. Pops. Deflected. High pop fly. Floats back into the corner. Duchesne now again looking to make something happen. That's back to Mo. Mo trying to control. Stop shot. That goes through Nelson's skates into the corner where Duchesne will have an opportunity to control again. She does. Behind the net. Patiently waiting. Off to Stroop. Back to Duchesne. Getting into the slot. Stick checked off the puck, trying to control it. Hurricanes finally are able to come away with it and get it out of the zone. Nice play by Mo to dump that puck towards Hurricane territory. Duchesne now has it. Takes a rip. That's off the blocker of Carolina. That's thrown back. Hurricanes now looking to take matters in their own hands and wisely just flips it to neutral ice. Mo now back to retrieve in her own zone. Trying to catch Carolina in a change. Mo recognizes that. Enters the zone. Quick hands dangle. Looking for a centering pass. Gets taken down. No call. Must understand the Whitecaps are beating everybody like crazy, so they're going to swallow the whistle on that one. Loma now flips it. Deflected. Sebechka there to fight. Carolina now trying to get it out. They do. They muscle it out, but Warner picks a pocket. Now that's going to go back to Benedict. Benedict's heads up. Back over to Studer. Off Studer's stick. Carolina slaps that back. Benedict gets it at neutral ice. Benedict throws it alongside the boards. That's going to reach the corner behind the goaltender. Sebechka comes over and forces a puck off their stick. Benedict trying to stand tall. Kicks it to her stick. Punches it back in with the help of Sebechka. Carolina finally able to get it out. Warner comes in. Pinches nicely in the center of the ice. Now that's back to Benedict. Benedict taking a look. Looks off Sebechka, tries to get it over to Studer. That deflects. Studer now, blue line. Loma picks it up at neutral ice. Loma now entering the zone. Starts picking up speed, has one to beat. Beater, shot, goal. Loma right-hand shot, snipe in the top corner, gives the Whitecaps a 3-0 lead. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left here in the first period. I don't believe there's been a shot on goal for the Hurricanes yet. Whitecaps probably have around 6 or 7, but they've been prolific, depositing probably 40 to 50% of their attempts. That's up the board to Nelson. Nelson loses the puck to Carolina as they enter the zone. That hits Mo's skates. Puck trying to get to Smith, but Rankin comes over and intercepts that. Rankin now trying to get it up to Nelson. Rankin goes through everybody and exits a bunch of traffic to get an opportunity, and that's a goal. Far corner, goalie overcommitted, got to the post way too early. Stella just shot that right past. Goalie now getting some instruction. Fence. Puck flips down right there. Hurricane taken down, no call. Fans wanted it, didn't get it. Heineke now back to Benedict. Benedict up to Wagner. Wagner up to Nelson. Nelson centering pass over to, I believe that's Heineke. Shot, saved, couldn't get enough on it. Heineke back to the point to Benedict. Benedict with a little snapper. And that's a nice save by the Carolina goalie. Saw it the whole way. didn't allow a rebound, was able to cover the puck shortly after it hit her pad. Best save of the day for the Carolina goaltender. Nice play by Benedict to throw that hard and then close to the ice. Collision at face-off. Benedict now throws it in. Stroop giving chase. Puck past Stroop. Carolina trying to play it up the near boards. Trying to punch it out. Deshane intercepts. Deshane throws it into the corner, trying to get it herself. Carolina now controls. They throw it to the point. That's deflected by Warner. Stroop trying to come away with it. Controls it to the slot. That's kicked away. Carolina now behind the cage. Deshane does a nice job taking some space away to keep the puck back behind the cage where they're going to attempt to control it for another opportunity. Warner now at the point. Surveys the landscape. That hits some traffic and bounces behind the cage. Sebechka now tries to dangle. She bumped off the puck. Carolina controlling. Throws it up the near boards. Carolina now trying to exit out of the zone. Nice pass to neutral ice. One-on-one now. Carolina tries to dangle. Hands weren't good enough to get through that. Pass to herself, but probably missed by about 3 or 4 feet. Sebechka now coming back the other way out of the zone. Saw Stroop streaking, but just couldn't put it on the stick. Carolina now with an opportunity. Carolina with some energy. Back in the corner, trying to muscle the puck to keep it back there, but that's taken away. Benedict now coming across neutral ice into the zone. Has Loma and Studer. Benedict lines. Hits the crossbar and bounces out. Studer now with the centering pass. That's deflected back into the corner. Studer digging the puck out. That's controlled by Carolina momentarily, with Loma trying to change that course of action by lifting a stick. Nelson back over there, throws it back behind the cage. Studer now giving chase. Studer deflects it. Hits a skate from Carolina. That's going to stay in the zone. Studer now looking. Trying to get control of it. Pinned against the boards. Loma coming over to give her some assistance. Loma now picks up the loose change. Dangles. Gets into the slot. Looking. Forced wide. Fans on a shot attempt. Pass goes through all of the traffic. Carolina now trying to get it out. And they finally do, as that just gets past Rankin. Rankin puts on the brakes. Now trying to enter the zone. Had Loma. That's past her, but Loma gathers it as she enters the zone. Nice play by Carolina to close on space and get the puck back behind the cage. Carolina looking to control the exit the zone. Desperately needed to get it out of there. Nelson trying to close. That's flipped up the boards. That's intercepted by Rankin. Rankin now pushes it up with Wagner giving the chase. Wagner, nice job at the far boards, closing on some space there, taking the ice away from the Carolina forward. Nelson tries to flip it, but that's deflected. Nelson now entering the zone. Nelson now trying to get in the slot, forced wide, goes to the backhand, flip pass, centering pass, and Heineke just not able to get there in time. That comes back to the point. Rankin fires it, and that hits the Carolina skate and slips to the corner. Nelson now trying to fight. Wagner coming back to give some help. That's off Wagner's shin pad, finds Carolina's stick. Mo pinches, comes up and gets deep into the play to keep the puck into the zone. Heineke now giving chase. Wagner into her skates, gives it a whack. Mo intercepts. Mo with a shot, hits traffic, puck's loose. Heineke picks up some change, wheels, centering pass, shot, and that's going to be saved. And a quick whistle. Goalie had it, then lost it, but the referee lost sight. And that was a nice save by Carolina as they keep the score 4-0. 1:32 remaining in the first period with your Whitecaps on a roll. Deshane at center trying to dig it out. Stroop back to Benedict. Benedict keeps it in, floats it to the corner. Sebechka now giving chase. Deshane into support, trying to anticipate where that puck might spit to, and it spits right to her. Great position there. Trying to control back behind it. Wrap around, off the blocker, slammed home by Sebechka. 5-0 Whitecaps, putting up the 5 spot here in the first period. Nice anticipation by Deshane. Knew exactly where that puck was going to spit out to. Once it did, went around the net, tried a backhand wrap around off the goalie's blocker. And Sebechka, all she had to do was throw it to the back of the net. Benedict now in the Whitecap zone. That's over to Warner. Warner up to Sebechka. Sebechka now punches it over to Deshane. Deshane trying to get loose. Nice sprawling save by Carolina. Wow! Looked like a young Rob Stauber back there, flailing around, able to keep the puck out of the net as the Whitecaps are going for a half dozen. Puck loose, a couple whacks at it, whistle. Fans wanted a quicker whistle on that as Duchesne was giving some healthy whacks at it after the goaltender had the puck. Save of the day, Carolina goalie. That looked like vintage 1980 type stuff right there. And Nelson, Wagner, and Studer at the forwards. You got Mo and Rankin back at the defensive positions. Carolina wins it, and they're able to exit out. Rankin now trying to throw it up the boards. That's past Nelson. Nelson's going to have to get on a forecheck along with Studer. Nelson comes over and deflects that. That's back to Mo. Mo's going to have some ice to work. Uses that to her advantage as she gets it over to Rankin. Rankin now over to Nelson. Nelson backhand, shot, save, rebound, goal. That's Studer slamming home, closing the door.
Good teamwork, girls.
Nelson grabbed the puck, threw a backhand on, rebound. Nelson's second assist, I think, of the game. Stella's first goal. I think it's pretty much even on the goals for the line so far. Everyone's getting their share of opportunities and taking advantage of them. Studer, Wagner, and Nelson will stay out there along with Mo and Rankin. That's Loma, excuse me. Loma now is going to win that race, and now she enters that zone. Studer picks up the loose puck. Bumped off the puck. Carolina now coming back with some speed trying to get out. Mo is able to deflect that. Dangles to her forehand, backhand. Trying to get into open ice. Makes a move. Shot. Rebound. Save. And that's the period. 6-0. Similar to last game, right?
Yeah.
6-0 after 1. Kirsten confirmed it was 6-0. Oh, it doesn't. Talking to the coaches last night, had some lopsided affairs in this tournament, and one of the ideas that Coach Lindsay was talking about that he used to do back in the days, he'd keep the girls out there for 4 minutes, get them gassed, even it up a little bit, and the girls would try to come off. He'd say, no, you got to stay out. And sooner or later, they would, even things up a little bit with skill set combined with, lack of energy they were willing to commit on a certain shift. I don't know if they're going to be pulling that card today, but it's all Whitecaps early here in the fourth game of their Chi-Town Shuffle, which, let's face it, most of the memories, 99% of the memories, won't be about hockey. There's been some hide and seek going on. People went to the circus, the mall, girls went to Starbucks and ordered their own Starbucks without their parents. There's been a Cubs game, there's been some swimming, there's been curfews with girls not hitting curfew and telling all the other girls how they didn't hit curfew, and the other girls saying, wow, that sucks because I wish I would have known that. So there's been a lot of really cool things that these girls remember a long, long time. And that's really what these weekends are all about. You'd love some competitive hockey, but you got to play the games that you sign up for. And like Jay said, like the teams that we're playing, these teams are beating everybody back where they're from. Like our girls just put in a lot of effort. They should be proud. They work hard. They do a lot of extra, and they shouldn't be at all embarrassed or, anything negative about how they're performing and beating teams where they're beating. Wagner now catches it in neutral ice, touches it over to Heineke. Heineke now trying to get it over to Nelson. That hits the skate. Warner intercepts at the point. That hits some traffic, bumps back to the point. Whitecaps will have to reset. Wagner backhand pass over to Benedict. Benedict tries to flop it up to Heineke. She gets it. Heineke now getting into the zone. Has Wagner over to Wagner. Sprawling save. Another highlight save by Carolina. She committed a little early, but then they had to use her flexibility to keep that puck in front of her so she could cover up. Didn't look like much, but on the difficulty scale, that was 9 out of 10. Oh yeah, we got Studer out there, the only one with the white helmet. And we've got Duchesne, the Prior Lake gloves. Benedict tries to get it out. That's deflected. Carolina now with the first real opportunity. Throws it on, saves. Smith up to the challenge. Hit the snooze button a few times. Woke up early enough to see that puck screaming across the ice. Smith took part in some Cubs festivities this afternoon. Got back just in the nick of time. Hit the Wrigley traffic. A Waconia product out of Mayer. And another save by Smith. 2 for 2 as she bumps that back behind the cage with her stick. Off Sebechka. Carolina loses an edge. They throw it back in. Offside's waved off. Mo slams on the brakes. Trying to get a little dangle action going to create some space so that she can get it out of the zone. She does. Coming across neutral ice. Gets past a few Hurricanes. The third comes over to give some assistance. Mo throws that off the side of the net. That's picked up by Duchesne, who centers it, hits a skate, bounces right back to Duchesne. Duchesne now trying to get it over to Studer. Studer now racing to the corner, trying to make something happen. Puts on the brakes, fighting. Puck spits to Carolina. Looked like Carolina was trying to do the Michigan in their own zone there for a second. That would have been something. Rankin now, near boards.
Keep moving, girls!
Throws it to center. Studer picks up some loose change. Studer now takes a whack at it, throws that behind the cage. Studer picks it up, centering pass to Mo. Mo trying to get a handle on it, finally does. Hits the goalie, puck's loose, and she covers up for another fantastic save. Gets a couple of head pats, much deserved. It's amazing. I mean, it's the same energy, it's the same congratulatory mechanics, even if you're up 6-0 or down 6-0. That's what you got to love about this age. Sebechka at left wing. Got Loma at center. Nelson at wing. Rankin now walking it in. Takes a shot. That's a save with the deflection behind the cage. Loma now trying to battle behind the net. Carolina punches it to their teammate. They'll look to exit the zone. Can't control the puck. Couldn't get a handle on it. Carolina throws it back to the point. Loma punches it back the other way with Sebechka trying to now center it. That hits a skate. Sebechka now trying to center it again. That hits another skate. Sebechka's hell-bent on centering this puck. Finally does, and that goes through some traffic, only to find Rankin's stick. Shot, deflected. Mo will have to come back, allow the Whitecaps to get on sides. Loses it momentarily. Does a nice job of surveying the ice before she's able to grab the puck. And that's going to be whipped all the way down the other end, and that'll be an easy icing call. We'll have a face-off back in the Whitecap zone with 11 remaining in the second period. Your Whitecaps on top by a touchdown, or 2 field goals, or 3 safeties. Up by 6. It's a lot. Wagner on the face-off. Heineke to her right. Warner to her left. Rings it around the boards, trying to hit Heineke in stride. She does. Heineke now throws that over to Studer. Studer now entering the zone. 1 to beat. Races by defense. Rips. Shot. And that's another save. Right into the glove. And I mean, they are congratulating this goalie like it's 1980 against the Russians. It's fun to see. I mean, if you remember the 1980 game, the whole United States team would jump off the bench if they scored a goal and basically tackle the other player in celebratory fashion. And that kind of has that resemblance here. It's kind of cute. Warner and Benedict back at the point. Get Studer at left wing. That's back to Warner. Warner now over to Benedict. Benedict now walking in a bit. Shot tipped. And that is a heck of a goal. Heineke tipped the shot by Benedict. They have played together enough through the summers. I'm going to say that was absolutely 100% planned. That's one of the prettier goals you will see. Doesn't happen a lot at this level. Of course, you don't have the opportunity to have that much time with the look and then be in front of the goalie without getting, jacked in the back. But take advantage of what you can take advantage of and get an opportunity to work on some things that you've worked on in practice. Nice goal. Wagner now. Warner retrieving back in the far corner, taking a look. Sides taking herself out of the zone. Got 1 to beat. Backhands it through the stick of the Hurricanes. Shot, save, falls to the corner. Wagner there trying to keep it in. Studer over there to give some assistance. Studer now has it. Bumped out the puck. Carolina getting it out of the zone, but that'll fall back to their D. Backhand attempt not strong enough. Heineke intercepts, throws it to the slot. Hurricanes there to intercept. Hurricanes now finally do get it out of the zone. They're going to throw it down the other end of the ice into the Whitecaps zone, where a D-to-D pass from Mo to Rankin, up to Wagner at center. Wagner now across, has Heineke to her left. Studer's giving support. Wagner now slowly controlling the puck back behind the cage, finds Heineke. Heineke now goes it back to Wagner. Wagner now has it to Nelson. A one-timer, and that rips off a shin. Unloaded that one-timer. That was pretty cool. It's my daughter. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been that cool. I'm kidding. It would be really cool. The one-timers are always fun to see. Mo now with a nice job pinching on the far boards. Nice job by Mo using her skate to keep it in. Nelson coming over to pick it out. She throws it back behind the cage, asking Wagner to do a little bit of the blue-collar work. Past Nelson's stick. Carolina gives it a whack. Can't get it out. Falls to Wagner, past her stick. Strook's over there trying to dig on it. She finally does. Strook able to control it, trying to get it over, but that's intercepted. Hurricane had one if they needed to, but Ava Mo playing free safety saw that the whole way. Nelson now flips it back out of the zone. Carolina will control back at center ice. Throw it diagonally back into the zone. Mo puts on the brakes, trying to get it out. Collision, clean up in aisle 3. Hurricane got the worst of that. Nelson shoves that to center ice. Sebechka giving chase. It's Duchesne giving chase. Nelson now throws it back into the zone. Duchesne on the forecheck. Strook going to meet that puck as it rings around the corner, just outside her reach. High stick. They can't play it. Whistle. Face-off will be in the zone due to the high stick call with 8:17 remaining here in the second period. Yeah, Studer at right wing. You're going to have Benedict and Rankin back at D. Looks like you might have Sebechka at left wing with Loma at center. Loma punches that behind the cage. Carolina misplays it. Puck stays loose for a brief second. Studer now spinning, trying to grab it. Loma has it. Shot, save. Quick reaction there to keep the puck out of the net. Loma now with another opportunity. This time more of a flip. That hits some traffic. Puck's loose in the slot. Carolina covers up. We'll have a face-off just to the left of Carolina's goalie. Benedict and Warner now back at D with Studer, Sebechka, and Loma on the forwards. Loma now back to Benedict. Benedict high off the glass behind the cage, asking Sebechka to do some work. Sebechka grits it first. Over to Studer. Studer now taking a look. Has all the time in the world. Tries to get it back to the point. That's intercepted, and Carolina's able to get it out. Benedict now able to retrieve back in her own zone. Spins. Up the boards. Sebechka gathers it in. Trying to get it over to Studer. Studer gives a whack at it. Stick checked off the puck. Benedict picks up the change. Enters his zone with Loma to her right. Winds. Decides to keep it on the stick. Decides to throw it back and ask Loma to grab it. Loma now behind the net. Spins. Looking for a centering pass. Does. Loose. Save. Loose. Couple whacks at it. And another save from Carolina's goalie. In sprawling fashion, Carolina keeping this game, I won't say within reach, but I'll say respectful. Definitely could be a 10-0, 11-0 game at this point. Hurricanes grab it out. Mo trying to pass it to herself off the boards. Heineke now shoves it over to Mo. Heineke back to Rankin. Nice hands there by Rankin to get it in. That's over to Nelson. Nelson now flips it over to Heineke. Heineke on the far side of the boards, grabs it. Skating, patiently waiting, puts on the brakes, looking for a pass. Back to Mo. Mo winds, little snapper, and that's deflected. Wagner, Nelson giving chase. Nelson now trying to get it over to Wagner. She does. Wagner tries to get it to Mo. She does. Shot hits some traffic. Flops to Carolina. Wagner on a back check, able to take away some ice, so Rankin's able to get a loose puck. Rankin now wheeling. Rankin off the boards past Nelson's stick. Carolina controlling back in their own zone. That hits Wagner's skate, and Carolina will have a foot race with Mo. Mo turns back into a defender. She's tripped up. No call. 6-0 game as a result of that. Wagner now coming out of their own zone. Trying to get it over to Heineke. Heineke's got to wait for it. Heineke trying to get it over to Nelson. Nelson's got to wait for it. Nelson with the dangle. Takes a shot. Stick checked off the puck. Nice play by Carolina there to catch up to that. Heineke with a nice job keeping it in. Heineke now shielding off a defender. Around. Off to Nelson. Takes a rip at it. And that's a deflection off the goalie. Heineke still controlling. Over to Duchesne that's fresh off on the bench. Trying to get it to Mo. Mo backhands it over to Duchesne. Duchesne over there to dig it out. Duchesne back to Heineke. That goes through Nelson's legs. Benedict will have to bail her out and go back to the zone and get it. Benedict now trying to flip it to neutral ice. That's a nice play there by a Carolina forward to use the skates to negate that opportunity. Big collision. Looks like Duchesne might have hit her head. She's going to be shaken up. Sebechka entering the zone. He's got Nelson and Benedict. Back to Benedict. Benedict, not enough on it as that puck was rolling. All the way down the other end of the ice with 4:34 remaining. We'll have a face-off as an icing will be called. Keep an eye on Duchesne. Hopefully it was just a stinger. The neck snapped back just a tiny bit as she was colliding with the Carolina forward. Tell you what, Duchesne's as tough as they come. She's tough as nails. You want 12 Duchesnes on your team if you can get them. No doubt about that. Stroop now trying to get it over to Studer. Battling with Carolina. Carolina trying to shove it up the boards. Loma's there to prevent that from happening. Carolina controlling behind the cage. Throws it past Studer. We'll have two Carolina converge on the puck with Benedict pinching. Nice play by Studer to use her wheels and anticipate that. Keeps the puck. Dangle here, dangle there. Shot, save, rebound. Studer controlling behind the cage. Studer looking for some action. Trying to get it back to Warner. Warner's going to have to regroup. She'll go D to D to Benedict. Benedict will now look. Trying to figure out what to do with it. And we'll get an offsides as the Whitecaps were on a change. Say it again. I've said it at the previous games. You'll get a few of those calls a game when you're changing lines in the zone you're shooting at. And we've got 16 people on the ice for the Whitecaps. A couple are going to have to go off. No, I'm just kidding. 6. We've got 6 on the ice.
One off.
One off. So we got to have 5-on-5 hockey. No penalties yet this game. So that's keeping the flow with an early start. Mo back to Rankin. Rankin past Heineke's stick. Heineke now gets her shoulder between the gal and the puck, able to get it. That's back to Nelson. Nelson takes a rip, and that's just wide. Rankin now on the nice pinch. Wagner trying to control. Wagner still controlling behind the net. Gets it over to Nelson. Nelson looks to dangle. Gets to the slot. Takes a wrister. That's deflected. Nelson over to Heineke. Heineke back over to behind the net to Wagner. Wagner flips it back to Heineke. Heineke looking to get it back to Wagner. Wagner now back over to Heineke. Heineke over to Mo. Mo takes a shot, and that's a goal right over the right shoulder. I mean, I tell you what, I mean, if I'm a coach from Carolina, I mean, I'm absolutely saying, you know, girls, we don't necessarily care about the goals, but we cannot let them sit behind our net untouched. I mean, that absolutely has to be a teaching moment. That would drive me nuts. I mean, they're getting outplayed. I mean, we're more skilled, but to sit behind the net without having a girl go and challenge them and giving them all day to pick a person to pass to, I mean, the poor goalie. That's effort 101. If you're not having those conversations, you are putting those girls in some bad positions and creating some bad habits. these girls certainly go after the puck and certainly fight for the puck in all areas of the ice. The only area they're not fighting for the puck and getting after it is when we have it behind the net. I don't know if they're just conditioned to think that they've got to stay in front of the net, but that certainly isn't a recipe for any sort of success when you're trying to prevent goals reaching the back of the nylon. Warner now playing in the far corner. Spins, trying to get it up to Stroop. Stroop now trying to punch it. Warner plays with the high stick, and we should have a face-off in the Whitecap zone as a high stick is called, with 2.5 remaining. You got Studer out there on wing. You've got Benedict back at D. You got Stroop out there. You got Loma at center. She wins a face-off. That's going to be controlled back behind the cage by none other than Bryn Warner. Sebechka gently throws that down the length of the ice, just soft enough to negate an icing. Carolina now entering the zone. Crosses Mo, one to beat. Nice play there, and that's an aggressive back check. Get me the number on that. That was Warner getting a stick in at the last second to prevent that scoring opportunity. Yep, that was. Nice play by the Carolina forward, too. Good hands to beat a couple of our girls, get her in position, but Warner had that late stick. Studer now collides with the Carolina defense. They throw it up. Mo intercepts at neutral ice. 1.5 remaining in the second period. Mo over to Rankin. Rankin now trying to get to Sebechka. Sebechka now entering the zone. Has Loma. And we'll have an offsides as Mo made a nice play of deflecting the oncoming rush. Got her stick in there, and the puck just barely went across the blue line as the Whitecaps were trying to get off. So we'll have Rankin back at D with Mo. I haven't seen her out. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah. We got Sebechka at left, Heineke at center. We got Taylor Nelson at right. Nelson now against the boards trying to dig it out. Does, comes away with it. Flips it into the zone. Reaches the goaltender. She nonchalantly passes that to her defense. That centering pass is a little high, so that goes over Mo's stick. Rankin now back. Rankin now trying to get up to Nelson. Nelson touch pass over to Heineke. Heineke now entering the zone. Heineke winds, delivers, shot! I told you last game she had that shot and she threw the pass a little late. I said there's not a time where I've ever seen her have that shot and miss. I mean, 3-on-3, 5-on-5. That is, I mean, if you could go to Vegas and if you could bet on something like that and you could freeze time, I would absolutely call the Zach Morris timeout and go to Vegas and bet that that's going to be deposited in the left or right corner. Sebechka now entering the zone. And Nelson had a great touch pass to open her up. So Nelson now trying to control. No point pass there, so she's got to grind a little bit longer. Bumped off the puck. Nice play by Carolina. They throw it out of the zone with Warner having to group. Look Warner to get it over to Benedict. She does. Benedict now trying to get it back up. Nelson swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Warner throws it into Nelson's skate, takes her down. Carolina whips her stick away. Nelson gets back up, still fighting. It's getting a little chippy out there, and we'll get a much-needed buzzer, get a regroup. Tell you what, if you've got 3 stars of the game, 1 star absolutely has to be the Carolina goalie thus far. I would say 5 solid saves. Is it on mute or no? No, it doesn't have to be. No. Hit the bells. If you're heading out of town and you live in the Rogers area and you need a place for your pets, drop your pets off at Strook's Pet Lodge. Strook's Pet Lodge, just off 94 in Rogers. Mention this ad and get a free massage at Strook's Pet Lodge, where your pet will be taken care of all weekend long while you enjoy some youth hockey. The massage is only for pets. Loma and Studer now back at D. They're changing some things up. You've got to. You've got to keep them interested. Got Strook now at left wing. No relation to Strook's Pet Lodge, I assure you. Benedict coming away with the puck off the draw. Nice pass back to Studer. Studer trying to get it back to Benedict. Benedict touches it over to Loma. Loma throws that up the boards, getting it out of the trouble area. Benedict now surveying the ice. Over to Studer. Studer looking for Warner. Hits her stick. She's met by a Carolina forward. Fans are asking the forwards to get going and skate, which I don't blame them. Got an opportunity to rush the puck. Rush it like it's your last chance to rush the puck in life. Loma now. Centering pass. Save. Rebound. Back to Studer. Studer with a little snapper. That hits some traffic. Loma back. Throws it in, and we'll have an easy offsides call as unable to get back in time. 13:10 remaining. 50 seconds gone here in the third period of hockey. Got Nelson and Heineke back at D now. So Sebechka at left wing. We'll have Mo at right wing. We'll have Rankin at center. Sebechka now wheeling, looking. Runs into a few. Carolina comes away with it. Carolina now almost to neutral ice until Mo takes that away. Mo now. Forehand, backhand, a forehand. Little dingle and just loses it. Trying to get it back. Carolina comes over to give some assistance. Sebechka now. Rankin spins. Carolina now on a rush. Nelson comes over, negates that opportunity. Nice play by Carolina. They came out a little feisty, which you like to see. Sebechka now across neutral ice. 1-on-2, Sebechka. They force her wide. Tries to put on the brakes. Loses control of the puck. Throws it over to Heineke. Heineke now back with Wagner. Back there all day. Waiting. Nelson, Nelson misplays the puck. Carolina comes away with it. Heineke now. Into the zone. Has Wagner and has Benedict. Over to Benedict. Pass, shot, wide. Heineke gathers it. Back over to Wagner. Wagner now. Too much time. Nice save. Rebound. Whoosh. Heck of a glove save there. Tell you what, the Carolina message had to have been, let's win this period or let's make it dang close, because they're coming out like it's the first minute of the hockey game, which is fantastic. Benedict past a slew of defenders, finally bumped off the puck. They finally are able to catch up to her.
2-3 pass rule or something.
2-3 pass rule, and I'm not a lip reader, but I'm almost positive I heard saw Carolina's coach say, if we win this period, we're going to the circus. They're coming out with some fire.
Yeah.
As they should, yeah. Carolina intercepts at the point, just can't kick it to the stick. Studer now slaps it out of the zone. Trying to get it up into the area where we'll have an opportunity. Wagner now grabs it, misplays it. Studer will have an opportunity. Whacks that into the zone. Carolina will retreat while the Whitecaps get a change. Loma off, Studer off, Mo back on, along with Nelson and Heineke. Saved by Smith. Nelson now around Smith. Nelson now trying to pick up some speed. Nelson along the corners. Mo grabbing it neutral ice. Forcing her wide, puts on the brakes. Mo tying her up, trying to tie her up. Nelson didn't take the signal, trying to tie her up enough for Nelson. Nelson with the slapper, that reaches the goalie. Rebound, and it's a goal. It's a nice first save. Left the rebound. Who hit that one home? Rankin, Stella Rankin with the goal. Right place, right time. Sebechka punches it. And that's a well-timed effort by the Hurricane goalie to smother it on the fly. Benedict back to Studer. Studer looking. Flips it into the slot. Deflected. Back behind the net. Centering pass to Studer. Studer touches the pass for herself. Winds, delivers. Shot. Deflected. And that goes into the corner. Benedict and Warner now. Benedict behind the net. Looking. Still looking. Now Carolina's doing a little better of a job of getting someone back there. Warner trying to control, spins away from a forward, backhands that behind the net. Benedict waiting for that, flips it back to Loma. Loma D-to-D pass, but nothing there as the forward was between her and Studer. Studer now trying to get across neutral ice. Stick checked off the puck, nice stick there by Carolina. Loma gathers it at the blue line, flips it up the board. Sebechka now trying to control, trying to fight off two Hurricanes, can't. Loma now back on the chase, trying to turn up ice, gets past one forward, cuts into the center of the ice, now entering the zone, has Benedict with her on the trail, shot, save, deflected behind the net. Benedict now trying to control, she does in the far corner, spins, looking, still looking, all the time in the world, back to Benedict, looking, that's going to go back to Wagner. Wagner now to Studer. Studer now, walks it in, takes some time, hits some traffic, that falls to the corner. Carolina now finally punches it to themselves where they control in the near corner. Not able to get it out as Warner's there to intercept. Warner now, back to Heineke. Heineke looking. Off the stick of Wagner. Nelson coming off a change hard. Deflects that in. Back to Wagner. Heineke picks up some change. Shoot, deflection. Rankin now controlling. Back behind to Wagner. Wagner trying to control it. Lost in the skates. Carolina comes away with the loose puck. Punches it up near the blue lines. Heineke's there to keep it in. Wagner picking it up. Trying to get into the slot. Bumped off the puck. Rankin now. Rankin controlling behind the cage. Met by a Carolina forward. Carolina now trying to throw it up high off the glass. Not enough on it. That's going to be an easy play for Heineke to keep it in. Not only keeps it in, but walks up and makes a play. That's a nice save by Carolina. That's off the glove. Another exit opportunity, not able to happen. Heineke able to keep it in again. Heineke pass, shot, 5-hole, goal. Wagner from Heineke. A lot of zone time. A few clearing attempts that were unsuccessful.
Lots of good passing.
A lot of good passing. Led to Wagner wide open. And she did exactly what you have to do at this age. On the stick, off the stick as fast as you can. Didn't have to reload it. Didn't have to load it and try to hit top corner. Just slammed it home. Loma now. Trying to bump her off the puck. Picked up by Mo. Mo now controlling. near the dot. Winds, deflected. Puck spits to the near corner. Carolina trying to get it out. Loma's there to stand that play up. Couple bodies falling. Sebechka now coming away with the loose puck. Centering pass, hits a skate. Another attempt, covered up. Face off, just to the right of Carolina's goalie with 4.5 remaining and counting. The Whitecaps look to put a bow on this. Go 4-0 in the Chi-Town Shuffle with the 5th game tomorrow morning playing for the championship. Mo controlling the face-off to herself. Tries to get through some traffic. Can't. Body's falling. Carolina now trying to come away with it. Hits Studer skates. Mo, off outside by about a puck. Well, length of a puck. 4 minutes remaining. Benedict now. Back to Nelson. Nelson looking to control. Back up to Rankin. Rankin now over to Benedict. Benedict over to Wagner. Wagner's going to try to get behind the cage. That's where she's been living this tournament. Into the corner. That's going to throw over to Benedict. Benedict grabs it. Back over to Wagner. Wagner now into the slot. That's intercepted briefly. Tries to get back to Heineke. That's over to Nelson. Nelson takes a whack at it. Shot. Save. Rebound in the corner. Well, I think Nelson's wrist is okay. I shouldn't jinx it. Nice stick by Wagner. Icing waved off as she got the touch. All the way around. All the time and the space that she could ask for. Heineke now gently shoves it to the slot. Wagner coming in to intercept that loose change. Tries to center it, hits a skate. Benedict comes over, and nice stick there, able to grab the puck. Wagner. No look pass. Doesn't connect. This will have to be played. Heineke now back behind Smith. Heineke now out of the zone, approaching neutral ice. Got Benedict to her left. Nice pass there. Nice catch by Benedict to reel that in on the backhand. Over to Wagner. Wagner bumped off the puck a little bit. Nelson has it. Nelson now walks it in. Takes a wrister. Shot. That's wide. Carolina now with an opportunity. Carolina one-on-one with Smith. Shot in right in the breadbasket. Smith with an easy save. Able to control the puck and control the rebound. Probably the best opportunity to Carolina. Minute 25 remaining. Studer now. Far boards. Carolina not sure that they want to control it. Sebechka comes away with it. Sebechka's got Warner. Feeds her as she enters the zone. Warner looking, little flip pass to Mo. Loads, shot. Actually, that was trying to get a pass over to Sebechka. Just unable to connect. That would have been pretty. Mo now. Backhand flip, pass to the ice, on the ice to the slot. One of the easier saves that Carolina will have tonight. 40 seconds remaining, and that is about going to do it. We'll probably have a puck drop in about 25 seconds of play. And at this point in time, let's get off the ice. Let's not have any of the 10 girls get injured. And wake up to play another day. Loma back at the point, winds, high little flipper. 15 seconds remaining. Carolina exiting the zone. Makes a move. Got one to beat. Studer comes over and whacks it away to solidify the shutout. 4 seconds, and that will do it from Glacier Ice Arena. Whitecaps victorious. 11-0. They'll move into the championship game tomorrow morning, likely against probably the Wade hockey team. Thanks for watching, everybody.